Hey everybody, I'm Jared, you're watching Grab a Gear. Now today, we're going to be talking about new small pickup trucks. Everybody seems to want one. You have all sorts of them. You have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And to be honest with you, they're all very expensive. But my question is, could you get away buying a used, a little bit older, and save money in the long run? Well, here on Grab a Gear, we decided to try that. So we went out and we bought this. It is a 2008 Ford Explorer Sport Trac with the V8, and it is a limited. So it's pretty much one of the best that they had at the time. What we paid for it, we paid $5,200. We put a little bit of money into it, needed like a ball joint and some seat covers, stuff like that. But overall, fantastic truck. So the question is, do you need to spend $32,000, which, by the way, that's the average. Between all 6 of those vehicles I pointed out, that's the average price. So, let's find out. Okay, so let's go over what this Sport Trac has. Like I said, it has a V8, the 289. I believe it was a 4.6 liter. It is four-wheel drive, and actually it's all-wheel drive all the time type thing. It gets 15, 16 miles per gallon in town, and it gets about 20 on the highway. So, out of everything that we tested and looked up for the other vehicles, right? So you got the Ford Maverick, the Ford Ranger, the Tacoma, the Honda Ridgeline, the Nissan Frontier. I don't remember the 6th one, but hey, it's irrelevant. They all get better fuel economy. And let's be honest, better crash test ratings, they're safer, overall just newer. We get that, better technology. But the total difference was $25,500 in savings by going with this. So what does that mean if you break it down? That means this gets 5 miles per gallon on average less in the city than a new one of those, the ones I named off on average. City or highway, you're looking at a 6 mpg difference. So that means you would have to drive 185,000 miles to make up the difference. Let's be honest, the average American drives 12,000 miles per year, and you drive 185,000, you're talking 15, 16 years of driving to make up that difference. So, I don't know if it's worth it. So, let's take a look at what you get in a 2008 Ford Explorer Sport Trac for $5,200. One, you don't get a hood that stays up. So, best thing to do, go to a gas station, clean your windshield, take the prop rod. There you go. You get a 4.6 liter, 3-valve sliding. There we go. We got a little nervous there. Well, all we did under this hood is we did the oil change, air filter, plugs, coil packs, flush the radiator, just make sure it's good to go. Good little engine, runs great. Honestly, for the price, what more do you expect? You put your nice little prop rod right back in there and shut it. You really got to shut it. There we go. All right, what else do you get? We did do a little bit of polishing on the headlights, replace the fog lights. So a little bit more on that. Again, not much. I think our total was $6,500 what we spent total with repairs. Come around to the side. Obviously the paint's a little faded, but you know what? That's okay. Nice, what are these, 18-inch wheels? Considering for a 2008, they look pretty decent. We didn't even have to buy new tires for it. You can clearly see if you look, it was a frac tank vehicle, but that's okay. Nice running boards. I do like the fact that Ford, even back in 08, had their keypad. We actually have the code for that too, which is sort of hard to get. And the Sport Trac came with a tonneau cover on it. Now let me ask you, how much is a tonneau cover for any of those other vehicles I named off? A lot, let's put it that way. And it has a beer window in the back, which I'll put a video so you guys can see it. You roll it down all the way, you can throw things out into the bed, of course, not out onto the ground. So keep that in mind. Did come with the towing package. We did put a backup camera on it in the back. Obviously, it is a truck, but not a big truck. You have a little bit of room in the back. You do have 3 storage compartments, which I think is actually really cool. Found out they are not waterproof, so don't put anything in there that can't get wet. Let's take a look at these sweet storage compartments. You got one on the side right here. Opens up. I have some Fix-A-Flat that I got for free. Again, money saved. Another one on this side. Nothing in that one. And then you have a big one right up here. I could open that all the way, but I'm not going to. Opens up for quite a bit of storage in there. That's where I put my jack, an axe, tow strap, stuff like that, in case I go out four-wheeling. Honestly, I really like it. You do actually come with a, what is this, 12 volt, 20 amp max plug right here on the side. So, not bad. It's not a big bed, you know. I think it's only like 4.5 feet or 5 feet. But, you know what? For the price, it's pretty good. Back here in the back, guys, we do have, it comes from Ford with a massive hitch. I mean, yeah, really quite surprised at how beefy it is. The truck, I do have a clip, I'll insert it here in a second, of us towing our lawn care trailer. Towed it like it wasn't even back there. It was actually really good. So here it is, guys, hooked up to a trailer that weighs 4,000 pounds and another 1,000 pounds of grass in the back. And it will pull it no problem. So, you tell me, do you need a brand new truck for 40 grand? Alright guys, as you can see, we are towing the trailer at 55 miles an hour and no issues at all. Obviously, it's not going to get no 40 miles to the gallon, but it does pull it. On the side, guys, I do like the fact it has these nice tie downs. For my company, we have another Sport Trac, and it's got the, what are they called, Dan? They're on a boat. Whatever. The different tie downs, they look like they're on the boat, sort of oval shape. And worst part about those is if you walk down the side, you can get your arm and clothes caught on them. So, yeah, there you go. As far as passenger side, everything's the same. So, you know what? Well, like I said, guys, what it comes down to, $5,200 bucks. You can get something like this. It runs good. You know, we drove it, honestly, probably a few thousand miles now. No issues, except for the lights on the interior turning on randomly. No idea why. It'll be middle of the night and just blah, lights come on, lights turn off. But not a bad little truck. All right, guys, let's take a look at the inside. So, interior. Like I said, we did put some seat covers on it. We also put a mat over the dash because, you know, let's be honest, it wasn't very pretty. And Ford, I'm not sure why Ford did it, but they made the entirety of the interior tan. Entirety. It's crazy. But, so what we did, seat covers and the dash. We did not install the stereo. That came with it, so that's a, you know, money saved right there. Does have navigation, hooks up straight to your phone. Did spend $19 on this really sweet phone mount cup holder thing. It honestly, it's great. Like I said, 4-wheel drive, 4x4 auto, high and low, heater, air conditioning, all that works great. Back window, I'll show you guys that in a minute. Does have taco holder right here and another taco holder right here. So 2 taco holders. That's pretty good, I think. The auto dimming mirror does work, which is pretty good. Has a cigarette lighter right here and USB auxiliary and cigarette lighter in the glove box. So not bad. I do like how the gauge clusters are white. That was pretty cool. You know, to me, tried to make it feel a little sporty. But I mean, I'm telling you guys, it is nice. It's comfortable. Yeah, decent amount of headroom. 5'8", and you know, good amount of headroom. So the seats, I will say, Dan and I took it on a trip, about 1,000-mile trip, towing a trailer, which whole nother story there. Seats after about 1,000 miles, I would not recommend. They're not the best, but again, 2008. So yeah, real quick, glove box, actually decent size, just so you guys know, and still has the original owner's manual. Again, pretty good. I'm really surprised. So, all right, back here in the back, guys, as you can see, we did obviously seat covers in the back. Car seat for my son, fits perfect. He enjoys riding in it. Let's go ahead and move it out and climb in. Oh, wow. Honestly, Dan, these seats are more comfortable than the front ones. Decent legroom. I haven't moved anything from where I was. You don't really have anything crazy. You have 2 vents, power supply, cup holders. You do not have an armrest. It's just one seat pretty much, or it does fold down, but one seat with no armrest. So you do have them here for the cup holders. They do have map pockets, but they're covered up with the seat covers. Decent headroom again back here in the back. Overall, pretty nice. I do want to point something out real quick. I'm going to have Dan come in here. Right here on the floor, it is the entire floor is covered in a rubber mat, which I thought was awesome. You can go out, have some fun, boots get muddy, mud everywhere. Technically, you could just wash out the floor. And to me, that's pretty smart. All right, guys, so there you guys go. This isn't financial advice, but what it is pointing out $40,000 for a brand new mid-size pickup is crazy. These dealerships, they're purposefully keeping the market inflated so that you guys have no bargaining room. Well, you know what you do? Screw the dealerships. That's what you do. You go down and you buy something like this for way cheaper, and you end up saving a ton of money. Now, yeah, if you're looking for something with 5-star crash ratings and all sorts of stuff, this isn't it. But if you're like Dan and you don't want to go spend a bunch of money, or you don't have the credit to do it, but you're looking for something that is reasonable and makes sense, there you go. I'm telling you guys, 40 grand for a small pickup truck is outrageous. When you could buy something like this for 5-6 grand, put a little bit of work into it, and have yourself a solid ride. So I'm going to show you guys, start it right up. You'll see what it sounds like. Nice little rev limiter you'll hear. And then I'm going to drive it right across the parking lot, and you guys get to see it. So let's get to it. By the way, I'm not saying Dan has bad credit, guys. I'm just saying Dan isn't crazy about spending a ton of money. So it just sort of makes sense. So here we go. Let's fire it up. Ready? So, fired right up. Honestly, sounds great. And now, let's see. I can't see it because it tells me to close the door. Ready, guys? Rev limiter. Horrible. So here we are, guys, taking off. As you saw, decently quick, honestly. It's got good power. Let's see. Ooh. I'm telling you guys, for the price, it's pretty good. So here we go. I'm going to line it up real quick. We got no traffic. We're going to go to 60. That's 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Come on, you know, for the price, guys. You know, and I just burned up a lot of fuel, but it really is a good truck for the money. So there you guys go. I just don't think paying 40 grand for a mid-size pickup truck is worth it. So that's just my 2 cents, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It's nothing crazy. We just wanted to point it out, exactly the truck that we got, so that we could do some testing on it and give you guys a little bit of insight on what you can get and save a lot of money. So thanks for watching Grab a Gear. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. We do have a whole bunch of videos coming out. Sort of slowed down recently, but we got a bunch coming. So, all right, guys. See you on the next one.